So I was a pretty, I would say, disciplined and focused child. I always knew that I wanted to be a swimmer at a very high level, and it didn't always mean being on an Olympic team, but it meant this pursuit of excellence. It meant setting goals and having one goal after another. And for swimming, which is a really unique sport, making an Olympic team happens once every 4 years. I missed it in 2000, 2004, 2008, and 2012. And what's interesting about the last miss in 2012 was I went home because I thought the meet was over, and my coach called me up and said, "Hey man, Michael Phelps has pulled out of your event, 200 free. You're gonna make the Olympic team. So get on a flight, fly all the way back to Omaha." And that's what started my Olympic journey in 2012, which ultimately ended in a gold medal. So an average day for me generally looks like a day on the road. And I love to just find the things when I come to a town that make that town unique, that make it special, that make it interesting, that make it fun. So whether it's putting my shoes on and going for a run, or whether it's putting my suit on and going for a swim, or whether it's just sitting down and having a great meal or walking around a town, I think that's probably what I like the most about it. I would say with my lifestyle, the hardest part about being tall is definitely the airplanes. If you're not getting economy plus, it's going to be a tough couple of hours when you're on that flight. When I was an athlete, one of the funniest parts about being tall was being one of the shortest guys on the team. And 6'1" or 6'2", you're on the low end of the spectrum in terms of height. And so you're always the guy that sits in the middle. You're always the guy that is getting not the exit row seat and all that stuff. So in a lot of ways, while I shop when I shop for apparel, I shop like a tall guy. I have a mindset of a guy that is not very tall, and so sometimes I'll be walking around and be like, wow, this is odd that I'm taller than everyone, because I was so indoctrinated for so many years to think like, wow, I'm pretty short. So my advice to someone that wants to be an elite level athlete would be set big goals and dream really big dreams, but enjoy the little wins, and also enjoy and learn from the little failures. And honestly, when I look back on my career, the things that mean the most to me are the people that have been in my life. And granted, I worked really hard. Granted, I was a stickler for technique. And granted, while I was swimming, I did eat well, and I stretched, and I lifted, and I did all the right things. But I think that your mindset has to be one of joy, or the process just won't be all that fulfilling for you.